All right. Hello everyone. So today our group will be presenting about Mondegreen. Um, and our group member is me, Siri, Durrah, Tia, Aida, and Aina. So before we get started to explain about the examples that we can catch from the song Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers, we'll start with the definition, and I'm giving this to Tia.
Okay, so I'm Tia. So today I'm going to tell you guys about the definition about Mondegreen. Mondegreen is a misunderstood or misinterpreted word or phrase resulting from a mishearing of the lyrics of a song. Mondegrins are also known as oronyms. The term Mondegreen was coined in 1954 by American writer Sylvia Wright and was popularized by San Francisco Chronicle columnist John Carroll. The term was inspired by Lady Mondegreen, a misinterpretation of the line, and laid him on the green from the Scottish ballad The Bonny Earl o' Moray. So that is the definition. So I'm giving back to Sri for the example.
All right, thank you so much, Tia. All right, we'll start with the first example. Um, all right, so what we can see from here, the original says, "The tears I drop," and from the Mondegreen, which I heard is, "The tears I chop." All right, and here's the snippet from the song if you want to hear. Okay. All right. So we'll start with the observation from what we can see from here. There's an obvious difference, of course, between these two. The first can be the meaning of the word from drop to chop. Drop meaning to let something fall, and chop meaning to cut something in pieces. All right. So now, um, the other observations is from the original, we can see that the consonant D, which is a voice alveolar stop, and the consonant R, which is a voice alveolar liquid, is used. While in the Mondegreen, it is mistaken for the voiceless palatal affricate ch. And there's no word stress in here because it only contains one syllable. Now, to explain the Mondegreen, this is in terms of connected speech. This is due to an assimilation of the consonant D and R on the alveolar ridge, since it is produced at the same place. Now, um, D is produced by a full stop closure. And what happens is when it is transitioned into R, which has a more open sound, it the loose construction of the R consonant became more stricter. So thus it creates a similar sound of an affricate, like ch, dr, ch. So hence the Mondegreen. All right, I'm giving this to the next person who will be explaining the next example, Tia.
Okay, so for the next example, the number two. So the original lyrics is "Burnt so bright, I wonder what the wave meant." So the Mondegreen is "Turned so bright, I wonder what the wave meant." Okay, so I'm gonna explain the observation. Okay, so the example for number two is the original lyrics is "Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant," and the Mondegreen is "Turned so bright, I wonder what the wave meant." Okay, as shown above, the original lyrics is "Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant," both of the word using different syllable B and T at the front of the song, likely to be misheard in a song, but same concept. In the original, burn means flame or glow. In modern green, turn means move in a circular direction wholly or partly round an axis or point. Other than that, original lyric burn consonant is B. The voice is bilabial plosive. In next, in modern green, the consonant T is supposed to be pronounced taping the tip of the tongue tight against the alveolus. The causes that makes the modern green is because of the similarities at the end of word, which is the syllable U R N. It sounds similar when we pronounce it quickly. So I give it to the next person for the next example.
Okay, so my example is the third one, which is use my hands for everything but steering is the original, and use my hands for everything but stealing the Mondegreen. So the transcription shows there, and um, as shown above, both words sound very similar and are likely to be misheard in a song. Although the meanings are not similar, the original steering means the action of steering a vehicle, a vessel, or an aircraft. The Mondegreen, however, um, stealing means to take another person's belongings without permission and without intending to return it. Moreover, the difference between the text above is the central vowel ia used in the original, and the central vowel for the Mondegreen is e. It's like a long I. What causes the Mondegreen could be the similarities at start and the end of each word, which is the syllable s and the ending vowel uh, ing. It sounds like ing. And other similarities are the vowels I and E sound similar when it is pronounced quickly. Furthermore, the liquids, which is some obstruction in the mouth, but not enough to cause any real constriction or friction, which are the consonant L and R. They as well sound similar when pronounced quickly. Therefore, the numerous of similarities in the word causes it to easily be misheard, hence the Mondegreen. So I give it to the next person.
Okay, for example 4, the original is far more shocking, and the Mondegreen is far or shocking.
Far more shocking.
Um, there are some observation that can be done. The meaning of the original lyric far means great distance, and the Mondegreen lyrics far means a land where you grow, a land for growing crops and rearing animals. The Mondegreen was caused by delayed closure in the terms of connected speech. There was no stress words was involved, as it only contains one syllable, and the consonant M, which is a voiced bilabial nasal, is what causes the Mondegreen when spoken with no pause. Now I pass it to Aina.
The original lyrics is "Can't stop the gods from engineering," and the Mondegreen is "Can't stop the cops from engineering."
Can't stop the gods from engineering.
It's obviously not a similar meaning, but it sounds pretty similar. Like God means some spirits, and cop mean police officer. So observation scene. Firstly, in the original, the consonant G is a voiced consonant. Its unvoiced counterpart is IPA phenomenon K. Secondly, in modern Greek, the consonant K usually represents the voiceless developed plosive. Thirdly, phonemes K and G share manner and place of articulation and different in voicing. K is voices and G is voiced. So in the theory, they are exactly the same sound except for the fact that when we produce a G, our vocal folds vibrate, and when it's a K, they don't. And lastly, the difference between K and G is often described as the latter being voiced while the former just use a release of air with the mouth positioned the same. And
All right. Now I'll be giving the conclusion. All right. So the conclusion for this is that Mondegreen is something we cannot avoid happening in our lives. From the sound that we've analyzed, it is found that the way other people speak a particular language, in this case English, it really affects how one might be able to understand what message the other person is trying to convey to them. So it is very important to speak clearly when speaking to somebody else, especially a non native speaker, as they might not be familiar with the various of terms, speech reductions, slangs, and accents that the native speaker has. This way, problems such as monogreens can be prevented. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye.